Hi, everybody. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys this week. Welcome to June. This will be our last Zoom class meeting week for the year. So that seems almost impossible to realize, but it's happened. So that being said, it's very important that you guys show up this week because we have some end of the year stuff to go over. You know, your last batch of projects you can do, when things are due for the last marking period. If you have any questions about you picking up your things on your specific day, which by now you guys have probably gotten a message about from your advisement teachers. And also, I need to talk to you guys about who among you wants to keep your artwork, and who among you are okay with it being recycled or what. So we have a lot to talk about this coming week. So please be in class. Along with that, you have a couple of new art project choices that you guys can do. They're pretty straightforward. I'm going to have two new projects for us. You can do one or the other because you guys have the end of the year stuff that you guys are all going to have due. So it's going to be kind of an easier week for you. Thing one you can do is you can make a comic or an illustrated picture that you've taken some time for that describes something that's happened to you during our time away from school. So you could draw a picture about, maybe you were able to go somewhere before things were shut down. Maybe you had something interesting happen to you or your family while we are away. It can be your choice. So draw something that's told me a story basically about something that's been going on with you in these past 2 months. For example, for the first couple weeks of our time away from school, I had to rehabilitate a baby squirrel. So that was kind of cool and kind of interesting. So I had a very young squirrel and I had to keep it warm. I had to feed it with an eyedropper. I had to feed it special food. And then when it was ready, I was able to send it elsewhere. So that was a cool thing that maybe I could illustrate. Just as an example. It doesn't have to be something like that exciting or specific, but it's up to you. Thing number two, you may have seen these, and I'll post examples of these up on Google Classroom, is when people take old, sort of cheesy, what are referred to as above the sofa artworks of like cheesy landscapes or scenes and stuff like that, and then people will either paint in or draw digitally a creature interacting with that landscape. So, for example, if I've got this book, this is a famous artist, this is Andrew Wyeth. So like if I've got this picture of like a window and this boring field, it might be pretty cool if I took my iPad and I drew like a little creature just hanging out in the field, or I don't know, maybe aliens abducting a cow, something silly like that. So you can find a picture of a landscape. It can be from a famous artist. It can be from your first image on Google. It can be whatever you feel like is necessary. But add something to it. So there'll be examples of that on Google Classroom. So that's two things for you. Try to make sure you've been turning in your work if you can. If for whatever reason you are unable to do so, please let me know. Just send me an email or write me a message on Google Classroom saying, Ms. Wales, my internet's not super great right now. We're working on it. Please just be patient with me. That helps a lot because I know that internet access is not always accessible to people, or, maybe something else is going on. If you're able to communicate that with me, I'll be really happy to know that, and I'll be able to work with you with that, okay? Because it's all very strange. We're all doing the best we can, but the more I know, the easier it'll be for me to help you out if I can. So, short version, please come to class this week. We have a lot to talk about with end of the year stuff and what you want to do with your work that's still at school. And you have your projects that you can work on. Project number one, draw a thing interacting with a landscape or other sort of stock image. Thing number two, draw a comic or a story that describes something that happened to you while we've been away. Okay, so that's that. I will see you guys tomorrow and the next few days. Really looking forward to seeing you. Stay safe, and I will see you soon.